Someone asks you, "What did you do this morning?" It's the simplest question in the world. You brush your teeth, you eat breakfast, you go to work. But when you open your mouth to answer, everything comes out choppy. I wake up, I eat, I go. Like a robot reading a list. No flow, no connection. Today, that changes. Welcome to day 2 of Speak English in 30 Days, right here on the Max and Mia Show. I'm Max, your English teacher, and yesterday was amazing. Day 1, we learned how to greet people and introduce ourselves. Over 6,000 of you showed up. 6,000! That's not just a number. That's 6,000 people who decided to stop being scared and start speaking. If you were one of them, thank you. And if today is your first day, welcome. You're exactly where you need to be. Now, yesterday, Mia went from, "I am come from Vietnam" to, "I really appreciate it" in just one episode. Let's see how she's feeling today. Mia, welcome back. How are you?
Hi, Max. Hi, everyone. I'm I'm actually excited today. Not as nervous as yesterday. Yesterday I was shaking. Remember? My hands, they were like this. But today I feel better, more ready.
I love hearing that. You know, a lot of people watching right now probably felt the same way yesterday. Nervous, maybe even scared to speak out loud. But you came back. You're here on day 2. That tells me you're serious about this.
Yes, I thought about it all night. I practiced the shadowing sentences before I slept. My roommate, she looked at me like I was crazy.
Your roommate just doesn't understand the grind. All right, Mia, let's jump into today's topic. We're talking about something everyone does, every single day. Morning routines. What you do from the moment you wake up to the moment you leave the house. Now, Mia, what did you do this morning?
Okay, this morning, I wake up. I check my phone. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I come here.
Okay, Mia, I understood everything you said. That was clear. But did you notice something? Every sentence was separate. I wake up. I check my phone. I brush my teeth. It sounds like a robot reading a checklist. In real English, we use linking words to connect our ideas. Words like then, after that, and then, so. They make your sentences flow together like music. Let me show you. Instead of, "I wake up, I check my phone, I brush my teeth," try this. First, I woke up. Then, I checked my phone. After that, I brushed my teeth. Listen to the difference. I wake up, I check my phone, versus I woke up and then I checked my phone. The second one flows, right?
Oh, yes. The second one sounds smoother, like a river, not like rocks.
Exactly. That's a beautiful way to put it. Also, did you notice I said woke up instead of wake up? Because this morning already happened. It's in the past. So we use past tense. Wake up becomes woke up, check becomes checked, brush becomes brushed. So let's try again. Mia, what did you do this morning?
Okay, let me try again. This morning, first I woke up at 7 o'clock. Then I checked my phone for messages. After that, I brushed my teeth and washed my face. Then I ate breakfast. I had bread and an egg. And after breakfast, I came here to the studio.
Mia, that was incredible. Did everyone hear the difference? First I woke up, then I checked. After that I brushed, then I ate, and after breakfast I came. That flowed so naturally, and you used the past tense perfectly. How did that feel compared to the first version?
It felt more like real talking. The first time I was just listing things. But with first and then and after that, it felt like telling a story.
That's exactly what speaking English should feel like. Telling a story, not reciting a list. All right, everyone. Did you catch all those linking words? First, then, after that, and then. These are your new best friends. Use them whenever you're describing a sequence of events. Let me ask you one more thing, Mia. What time do you usually wake up? Not just today, in general. Your normal routine?
Usually, I usually wake up at 7. But sometimes I wake up late. When I stay up late the night before.
Great answer. And here's a small thing. You said, "I usually wake up at 7." That's perfect. But a lot of English learners forget that when we talk about another person's routine, the verb changes. For example, I wake up at 6, but my friend, he wakes up at 8. Not he wakes up with an S. That little S is so important in present tense. Mia, what time does your roommate wake up?
My roommate? She usually wake up. Wait. She usually wakes up at 9?
You caught yourself. Yes, she usually wakes up at 9 with the S. She wakes up. He wakes up. It wakes up. The third person singular, he, she, it, always adds an S to the verb in present tense. Let's practice. I wake up at 7. She,
She wakes up at 9.
I eat breakfast at home.
He eats breakfast at the office.
I go to work by bus.
She goes to work by motorbike? Is goes correct?
Yes. Go becomes goes. She goes. He goes. You got it. All right, let's have a longer conversation about our mornings. Mia, tell me more about your typical morning. Walk me through it from the moment you open your eyes.
Okay. So, first, my alarm rings. I hate that sound. I usually hit snooze. Is that the right word? Snooze?
Snooze is exactly right. Hitting snooze means you press the button to sleep for 5 more minutes. I do it too. Don't worry.
Yes, I hit snooze maybe. 2 times. Maybe 3. Then I finally get up. I go to the bathroom. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. After that, I get dressed. I usually wear something comfortable. Then I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast. Usually it's just bread with butter and maybe an egg and coffee. I need coffee in the morning. Without coffee, I'm not a person.
Without coffee, I'm not a person. Mia, that was not only funny, but also grammatically perfect. And did everyone notice how she used first, then, after that, naturally throughout? She wasn't even thinking about it. That's what practice does.
I wasn't thinking about the linking words. I just used them.
And that's the goal. When you don't have to think about it anymore, that's fluency. Now, let me ask you, what does your roommate do in the morning? Same routine or different?
Oh, completely different. She wakes up much later than me. She never eats breakfast. She just grabs her bag and runs out the door. She's always late.
Amazing, Mia. Did you hear yourself? You made the third person S mistake 3 times, but each time you corrected yourself immediately. She wakes up. That is huge progress. Your brain is starting to hear its own mistakes. That's a skill that takes some people months to develop.
Really? I can hear it now. When I say she wake up, something sounds wrong in my head. Like a wrong note in a song.
That's exactly what it is. Your brain is developing an ear for English. All right, everyone, let's move to real-life situations. These are conversations you will actually have about your daily routine. Mia and I will act them out. Listen carefully for the linking words and the past tense. Situation 1. Chatting with a friend about your morning. Imagine you're on the phone with a friend and they ask about your morning. Mia, I'll be the friend. You be yourself. Hey, Mia, how was your morning? Did you get everything done?
Hey. Yeah, it was a good morning. First, I woke up at 7. Then I made myself some breakfast. Just bread and coffee. After that, I did a little bit of English practice. And then I went to the market to buy some fruit.
Wow, productive. What did you get at the market?
I got some mangoes and, what's the word for that small round fruit? It's purple or green. Very sweet.
Grapes?
Yes, grapes. I got grapes. And then I came back home and here I am talking to you.
Sounds like a solid morning. Hey, by the way, your English sounds so much smoother today. What have you been doing?
Oh, I'm following this podcast, The Max and Mia Show. It's really helpful. You should try it.
Nice plug, Mia. But seriously, that was a perfect natural conversation. You used linking words, past tense, even vocabulary from yesterday like productive. I'm genuinely impressed.
Thank you. Yesterday I learned that when I talk about something real, the words come out easier. So I just Talked about my real morning.
And it worked. Situation 2. Asking a colleague about their routine. Sometimes you want to make small talk at work. Asking about someone's morning is an easy, friendly way to start a conversation. Mia, let's pretend we're co-workers. You start.
Okay. Good morning, Max. How was your morning?
Pretty good, thanks. I went for a run before work. What about you? You look fresh today.
Thank you. I actually had a relaxing morning. I woke up a little earlier than usual, so I had time to make a real breakfast. Not just bread. I made eggs and toast. And I even sat down to eat. No rushing.
That sounds amazing. I never have time for a real breakfast. I'm always grabbing something on the go. What time do you usually leave the house?
I usually leave around 8. But this morning, because I woke up early, I left at 8:30. I was still on time, though.
See, that's the secret. Wake up earlier, have a better morning. I need to learn from you, Mia.
I can be the teacher today.
You kind of are. And that's the thing about this 30-day journey. Every day, you'll become a little more of a teacher for yourself. All right, situation 3, talking about sleep habits. This one is really common. People love talking about how much or how little they sleep. Mia, I'll ask you about your sleep routine. So Mia, I've been having trouble sleeping lately. How do you usually wind down at night?
Wind down? What does that mean?
Good question. Wind down means to relax before bed, to slow down. Like, some people read a book, some people listen to music. It's the opposite of being busy and active.
Oh, I understand. To relax before sleep. Okay. Well, to wind down, I usually, I scroll on my phone. I know it's not good, but I do it. Then when I feel sleepy, I put my phone away. And I try to sleep before 11. But sometimes I go to bed at midnight. What time do you usually go to bed, Max?
I try to be in bed by 10:30. I'm a morning person. I wake up at 6, even on weekends. My body just does it.
6? Even on weekends? That's so early. I could never do that. My body, it doesn't wake up before 8 on weekends.
Everyone's different. The important thing is consistency. If you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, your body gets used to it. But enough about me. Mia, that whole conversation, you asked me a question back. You responded naturally. You even asked about a word you didn't know. That's advanced level conversation behavior.
Yesterday, I learned that it's okay to ask when I don't understand. So I asked.
Perfect. And now everyone knows a new word, wind down. All right, now for the most important part of today's episode, the shadowing practice. This is where you build your speaking muscles. I will say 15 sentences about morning routines. Mia will repeat them. Then, you at home will repeat them. Out loud, no excuses. Your cat already thinks you're weird anyway. Ready, Mia?
Ready, let's do it.
First, I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning.
First, I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning.
Then I checked my phone and got out of bed.
Then I checked my phone and got out of bed.
After that, I brushed my teeth and washed my face.
After that, I brushed my teeth and washed my face.
I usually have bread and coffee for breakfast.
I usually have bread and coffee for breakfast.
What time do you usually wake up?
What time do you usually wake up?
She wakes up at 8, but I wake up at 6.
She wakes up at 8, but I wake up at 6.
He never eats breakfast. He just grabs coffee and goes,
He never eats breakfast. He just grabs coffee and goes.
"How was your morning? Did you sleep well?"
How was your morning? Did you sleep well?
I had a productive morning. I got a lot done.
I had a productive morning. I got a lot done.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
What do you usually have for breakfast?
I like to wind down with a book before bed.
I like to wind down with a book before bed.
I try to go to bed by 11 every night.
I try to go to bed by 11 every night.
This morning I was in a rush, so I skipped breakfast.
This morning I was in a rush, so I skipped breakfast.
I usually leave the house around 8 o'clock.
I usually leave the house around 8 o'clock.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up early and go for a run.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up early and go for a run.
Excellent work, Mia. And excellent work to everyone at home who actually spoke those sentences out loud. If you just listened silently, come on. Rewind. Do it again. Speaking is exercise. You wouldn't watch someone lift weights and expect to get stronger. Same thing with English. Open your mouth, open.
My face muscles, they're getting tired again. But in a good way. Like after a workout.
That's because you're using them. All right, vocabulary time. Here are 5 important words and phrases about morning routines. I'll explain each one, and Mia will try to use it in her own sentence. Word 1, hit snooze. When your alarm goes off and you press the button to sleep a little more, that's hitting snooze. For example, I hit snooze 3 times this morning. I just couldn't get up. Mia, do you hit snooze?
Yes, I always hit snooze. My alarm rings, I press the button, and I sleep for 5 more minutes. Then it rings again, and I press it again. It's a bad habit.
A very common bad habit. Word 2, productive. When you have a productive morning, it means you got a lot of things done. You didn't waste time. For example, I had a really productive morning. I exercised, cooked breakfast, and answered all my emails. Mia, when was the last time you had a productive morning?
This morning was productive, actually. I woke up on time. I ate a good breakfast. And I came here ready to learn. So, yes, this morning was productive.
It really was. Word 3, wind down. This means to relax and slow down, especially before going to sleep. It's the opposite of being active. For example, I like to wind down by listening to music or reading a book. Mia, how do you wind down?
I wind down by watching videos on my phone. I know it's not the best way, but it helps me relax. Maybe I should try reading a book instead.
Reading before bed is great. But hey, no judgment. Word 4, in a rush. This means you're hurrying, you're late, you don't have enough time. For example, I was in a rush this morning, so I forgot my keys. Mia, do you often find yourself in a rush in the morning?
Sometimes. When I hit snooze too many times, then I'm in a rush. I have to run to the bus. It's not a good feeling. I prefer mornings when I'm not in a rush.
Nobody likes rushing. Word 5, skip. When you skip something, you don't do it. You pass over it. For example, I skipped breakfast this morning because I wasn't hungry. Or, I skipped my workout because I was too tired. Mia, do you ever skip breakfast?
I try not to skip breakfast. Because if I skip breakfast, by 10 o'clock I'm so hungry. I can't focus. But my roommate, she always skips breakfast. She says she doesn't have time.
Your roommate needs this podcast. All right, those are 5 excellent words. Hit snooze, productive, wind down, in a rush, and skip. Make sure you use at least one of these today. Okay, quiz time. Let's see what you remember. Everyone at home, try to answer before Mia does. Ready, Mia?
I'm ready. Yesterday I got all the quiz questions right. Let's see if I can do it again.
Confidence. I like it. Question 1. What's wrong with this? I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast.
It's too choppy. No linking words. Better to say, first I woke up, then I brushed my teeth. After that, I ate breakfast.
Perfect. Question 2. She go to work at 8. Is that correct?
No, it should be, she goes to work at 8. Because she is third person. He, she, it. The verb needs an S.
Excellent. Question 3. What does wind down mean?
To relax. To slow down. Especially before sleeping. Like, I wind down by reading a book.
Nailed it. Question 4. Fill in the blank. I was zzzing this morning, so I forgot my lunch. The phrase means I was hurrying.
In a rush. I was in a rush this morning, so I forgot my lunch.
5 for 5 coming up. Last question. What's the past tense of wake up and brush?
Wake up becomes woke up. And brush becomes brushed. I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth.
Mia, 5 out of 5, 2 days in a row. You're on fire.
Yes, I did it again. But the questions are getting harder, I think.
They are. And you're still getting them right. That's called progress. All right, before we close today, here are your 5 speaking tips for day 2. Tip 1. Use linking words. First, then, after that, and then, so, because. These little words turn a list into a story. Instead of, I eat, I go, I work, say, first I eat, then I go to work. It instantly sounds more natural. Tip 2. Remember the third person. S. In present tense, he, she, and it need an S on the verb. He wakes up. She eats breakfast. It happens every day. This tiny letter makes a huge difference. Tip 3. Talk about your real morning. Practice English by describing what you actually did today. This morning I woke up at. When you talk about your real life, the words flow more easily, just like Mia experienced. Tip 4. Use past tense for this morning. If the morning already happened, it's in the past. Wake, woke, eat, ate, go, went. Brush, brushed. Don't say, I wake up this morning. Say, I woke up this morning. Tip 5. Ask questions back. When someone asks about your morning, ask about theirs too. How was your morning? What time do you usually wake up? Conversations are two-way. Mia did this naturally today and it made the conversation feel real. All right, everyone. Let's summarize day 2. Today we learned how to talk about morning routines in a way that flows naturally. First, we learned linking words. First, then after that, so your sentences don't sound like a robot. Second, we practiced the third person S. She wakes up, he eats, it happens. Third, we did 3 real-life role plays, talking about your morning with a friend, asking a colleague about their routine, and discussing sleep habits. Fourth, we did shadowing practice with 15 essential sentences about daily routines. And finally, we learned 5 new vocabulary words, aced a quiz, and got 5 speaking tips. Mia, how are you feeling after day 2?
I feel really good. Yesterday, I was so nervous I could barely say, I am fine, thank you. But today, I talked about my whole morning. I used past tense. I used linking words. I even corrected my own mistakes before you did. I heard myself say, she wake up, and something in my head said, no, that's wrong. And I fixed it. That never happened before. It feels like my brain is starting to think in English a little bit.
That is exactly what's happening. Your brain is building new pathways, and it's only day 2. Imagine how you'll feel on day 30. To everyone watching right now, listen. Maybe you made mistakes during the shadowing practice today. Maybe you forgot the S on she wakes up. Maybe your sentences still sound a little choppy. That's okay. That's totally okay. Mia made all those mistakes too, literally 15 minutes ago. And now she's self-correcting. You will too. Just keep showing up. Here's your homework for today. Number 1, subscribe to the Max and Mia Show if you haven't already. We are on a 30-day journey together, and day 3 is going to be delicious. We're talking about ordering food and drinks. You don't want to miss it. Number 2, rewind and do the shadowing practice one more time. Yes, the whole thing again. Your mouth needs the repetition. Number 3, tell someone about your morning in English. A friend, a coworker, your dog. Just say, this morning I woke up at, after that. Use those linking words. Number 4, leave a comment below. Tell me, what time do you usually wake up? And what's the first thing you do when you open your eyes? I read every single comment, and I'll try to reply. Number 5, come back tomorrow for day 3. We're going to learn how to order food and drinks in English, at a restaurant, at a coffee shop, even on the phone. And Mia is going to try to order something spicy. Remember what I said yesterday. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being confident. It's about speaking naturally. It's about connecting one sentence to the next and letting the words flow. You showed up for day 2. That's 2 days in a row. 2 days of choosing to improve yourself. Most people never even start. But you did, and I'm proud of you. This is the Max and Mia Show. I'm Max. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone. Don't forget to practice. First, you rewind the video. Then, you repeat the shadowing sentences. After that, you feel more confident. See? I'm using linking words everywhere now. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Tomorrow we eat. Get hungry.